What's up, everybody? I know it's been a little while since I did a video on this channel. Not giving up on the channel, but I've just been slammed. I've been so busy, and I'm always gonna find time for my main channel because I mean it is my main channel. That's my main focus. But with this channel here, like I said, it's just been such a time crunch with my online courses and just work in general, putting in extra hours and everything there, and yeah, it's just been mainly for the past 2 weeks. I would say it's been work and exhaustion, pretty much. Coming home, trying to find a little bit of energy to do videos on my other channel, and then pretty much passing out. So that's why I haven't done much here. And then I feel like with the videos on this channel, I just I really put a lot of energy into them, even though it's like usually one take, and it seems simple. Like I try to be passionate about whatever I'm addressing at that moment, so I got to be in that right mode for it. And being halfway asleep is not the right mode for it. Also, with poetry on this channel, I do want to get back to it. I feel like poetry, though, right now for me is, that I kind of have like a no, normally things with poetry are good, but I guess it's almost like a love-hate relationship. Like sometimes poetry loves me, sometimes it kind of escapes me. I wouldn't say hate, maybe that's too strong, but sometimes it's like I'm just not quite in that groove. But I definitely want to get back to it because I'm always gonna have love for poetry, and I definitely want to write some more. But again, it is a time factor as well, so I will work that out. But enough about all of that. You see the topic here. This one is one that I probably will share in an obvious place, and I'll see if some people pay attention, and we'll go from there. But anyway, Facebook, gotta address Facebook because out of all of the social media that's out there, it seems like Facebook still generates more drama probably than any. And I think it's really about the way that people approach it. People approach Facebook in the wrong way a lot of times. It can be and it really is about your attitude towards it. How do you approach it? Are you really trying to keep contact with friends and family? Because that is the main focus. But and if you're doing that, then that can be good. But at the same time, some people they really just approach it in such a negative way. And we know some of the things that we see on there. People that will just try to put everybody's business on blast, put their own business out there, and get upset when people say something about it. But I mean, it's common sense. Anything that you put out there, you're leaving it out there to be criticized. I mean, that's really what it is. If you decide to make something public, you are putting it out there to be criticized. And we know that there are some people that do that intentionally to create drama. Some people really feed off of drama, which is just, it seems so stressful and tiring to me. I don't know how some people do that, but I mean, some people really enjoy that, and some people have no filter on there as well, which of course is a dangerous thing because anything that you put on social media, again, you're leaving it out there to be judged and you're leaving it out there to be seen. Now, I've had people tell me before, and it's been rare because I'm usually pretty cautious, but I've had my rough patches here and there, and I've said some things, I've shared some things that maybe I probably shouldn't have shared there. And people kind of on the low said maybe you should watch that. I'm like, sometimes I can understand that. I think there are some personal things you just got to keep personal. Or if you really have a major issue, I definitely want to say this. If somebody has a major issue, whether it be depression or relationship issues, whatever it is, posting it on Facebook is usually not going to help anything. It's just not. Some people will do that because they're seeking attention, and I think it's going to get the wrong type of attention most of the time. And it's, you may get some support, but still really, a nice comment and a like and this and that. I mean, is it really helping you in the long run if you have a major issue? I don't really think so. If you got a major issue, that's something that you got to work out, not online. You got to either, if it's something really serious, seek professional help. Or if it's a serious issue that you're having with a family member or a friend or, in a relationship, whatever it may be, you got to work it out with those individuals involved. But just posting it on Facebook, it really, to me, it helps nothing, and I think it actually can be more harmful in the long run. Because trust me, even though ideally with Facebook, most of the people on your list should be friends and family, but we know some people, end up having a lot of people join, and some people that they think are friends and they're not really friends. So you got to be really careful, because people will try to take things that you say and use them against you. Any little thing that you say, there are some people out there trying to use it against you. I'm pretty sure I've had people, I mentioned this before, I have people that watch these videos looking for things to try to find to use against me just because they're hateful. So it's something you got to be so careful about. Now, there are some positive sides to Facebook as well. Like I said, you really can. I do like to see sometimes what's going on with friends that I had in the past, and people I haven't really caught up within a while. Sometimes I can catch up with them and this and that. So, you can't look at Facebook like it's this negative thing. It's only negative because people make it negative. It's really about us and how we interact with it. So it's not like Facebook itself is evil. It's just the way that people handle it. I have seen, some community building on there and things like that, especially in Facebook groups. Sometimes that works out well. There's one particular group that I check in on a pretty regular basis, and they seem to be pretty positive with each other. As a matter of fact, to be fair, there's more than one group. I would say maybe 2 or 3 that I see where people are pretty positive, and it just does feel like a little community going on there. So that's very cool. And then another negative side you have, though, you do have people that kind of lurk online. They're looking to take advantage of people. It might be people like my main channel focuses on collectibles, so you have a lot of people in a collectible world that may be scammers. They're looking to try to take advantage of people in that way, or just people that want to stir up drama for no good reason. That happens in that way as well. Then you have some people that, and let's be real, especially guys that are trying to hunt down women on Facebook, which is so ridiculous. There's much easier ways. If a guy wants to meet a woman, there's much easier ways than kind of, stalking somebody on Facebook. It's ridiculous. And I use stalking, of course, I'm using that in an exaggerated way. But we do know that is an issue as well on Facebook. People kind of, stalking out, especially their exes. To me, I just don't get it why you would have an ex on your Facebook list unless you're just trying to see what's going on with them. You're not quite over them. You're kind of hawking, see what's going on with them. As a matter of fact, this is something, because I see this happening amongst other people, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I'm like, there's women I dealt with in the past where I could see that we could still be friends, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable being Facebook friends with them, because they are sharing personal things, and that might be sharing things about the current relationship, whatever it may be. So I don't want to feel like I'm lurking and I'm following, just to see what's going on with them. So, I've unfriended some people, and it's not that I'm not cool with them. It's just I don't want to feel like I'm that type of person, because I know I'm not. So, I would just rather not see certain things, And then also, things can, like seeing images of somebody you dealt with before can kind of play little tricks with your mind, and you might think about possibilities of going back, even though it's not good to even try to go there. So that's another reason why I feel like, having exes on your Facebook list, probably not a good idea, and that does carry over to other forms of social media as well. So that's something I would say to all of you. Be very careful about who's on your list, because this is what's crazy to me. So often you see people on Facebook, like literally every day. I know I see it almost every day. There's somebody on Facebook complaining about people on Facebook. But you control your list, so these people complaining, are they really upset, or do they just really want that drama and attention? I really think it's the latter, because you control, there's all these privacy settings, and you could block people, you could do all these different things, so there should be nobody on your list that you have major issues with. There's no reason for that. If there's anybody on your list that you have issues with, it's because you choose for it to be that way. That's point blank. That is point blank, period. Because otherwise, they just wouldn't see your content. They wouldn't see what you are sharing. So, like I said, that some people just want the drama, and that'll probably never change. I mean, but I do want some people to at least be real about it. Stop trying to hide behind excuses. You know when you're seeking drama. People know that. And I feel like I gotta stress this again because it's so important that if you are having major issues, seek some real help. Don't take it to Facebook. Seek some real help. Find somebody you can really talk to. And it's possible that you may have friends. I know a lot of people have friends that they're just hangout buddies. They're to have a good time with, and they may not know how to talk about serious topics with you. So then you got to find somebody else. You might if you don't want to go to professional help. Maybe there are maybe you do have a family member that you can trust. Maybe somebody in your community, could be a religious leader, or whoever it may be. Somebody. Just find somebody that you can trust and that you can confide in to work on through it, because Facebook is not going to help. It's just not. I was going to say something else real quick as well, and I'm drawing a blank here. I'll just say this as well, and I'm probably going to leave it at this because I don't want this to be like a super long video. But, for people that post certain things, and I kind of addressed this, but I'm going to address this again. People that post certain things, just remember, especially if you're posting pictures, be very careful about what you post because it's going to be judged, it's going to be seen, and you got to kind of realize, okay, you might be posting thinking about your friends and family, but you got to know who is seeing what. Really, really think about that, because even amongst family and friends, there may be problems. And I know I'm being vague, so let me go ahead and be more specific. I mean, because there are different types of things. So, for example, with certain types of jobs, you got to be careful if you're showing yourself partying, like drinking and smoking, whatever it may be. Obviously, things like that you need to watch for. Something else that really concerns me, I've seen some people post pictures of, their children, and they may say the pictures may seem innocent to them, but I'm sorry, just through my eyes, there is no reason for children to be, for pictures to be shared of children barely clothed. Even if it's swimsuits, whatever it may be. I'm not a parent. I used to be a stepfather, but I'm not a parent now, though. But just through my eyes, I just think that it's not safe. It's really not safe to put images up of your kids where they're barely clothed. And now, like I said, it may be, a bathing, swimsuit, whatever it may be. It may not be a big deal to you, but just realize what you're doing when you make that public. We know that there are a lot of lurkers online, a lot of people that are, just to be blunt about it, pedophiles and things like that. I just couldn't imagine doing it. And I think some of the things that some parents allow their kids to wear anyway is just shocking at times. So you love your kids, you want to protect them. Be very careful about the images that you share of them online. And like I said, know who is on your list. Be very careful about that. And for your own safety, be very careful as well, because there are some things built into Facebook. I don't know why exactly they're built in the way that they are. You be very careful and know when you're sharing your location. And if you're having issues with certain people, be smart about that. Don't always let people know where you're going to be and where you are. I think that's risky as well. So don't let people know every single move that you make. I think that is dangerous. It is definitely dangerous. So just be safe as possible. And again, like I said, Facebook drama is fabricated. That's really what it is. Facebook drama is something that is fabricated. You don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to take part in it. Me personally, whenever I see somebody hop on Facebook and they're like, blank all of y'all, I'm saying blank, I'm keeping it clean, like blank all of y'all, I don't like, nobody cares about me, this and that or whatever, I usually just go ahead and take them off my list, because I'm like, okay, if you feel like nobody's there for you and you don't like anybody and this and that or whatever, then okay, I'm gone. Like, I don't need to see your post anymore at all. Done. So, and the same goes for like people that just give these blanket, like any sort of blanket statements. that I'm just not a fan of, I'm taking it off, my profile. People that get super political and it's ideas that I find offensive, take them off my list. I mean, because you have that control. Some people feel like you shouldn't do that, like, oh, people are going to have difference of opinion, but if something really offends you, if it really bothers you, you don't have to choose to see it day after day. That makes no sense to me. So if I don't want to see it day after day, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that post. And again, it doesn't mean that I'm not cool with them anymore. I just don't want to see those specific opinions when I'm trying to, like, Facebook to me, it's supposed to be something just relaxing, catching up with friends and family. But if it's anything on there that's creating stress, I'm getting rid of it because I'm very careful about. I try to monitor my stress very carefully because I think it's an issue for everybody. Everybody needs to kind of watch their stress levels. Even people that love drama, it's going to catch up eventually. So yeah, I would say control that as much as you can if you really do want to avoid the drama. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to go on and on about this. I mean, a lot of things that I could say about Facebook, we already know to be true. And social media in general, we know a lot of things to be true. But I want to hear from you all. When it comes to your personal Facebook profile or just social media in general, are you getting kind of tired of seeing, these same issues again and again? And like, how do you deal with it? Are you dealing with it? That's something I really want to ask. Are you dealing with that to make sure you don't see this ugliness day after day? So yeah, please share your thoughts. Appreciate you watching the video. I'll try to get back, to being a little more consistent with this channel if you do check it out. And I definitely appreciate everybody that does take the time to check it out. I know these videos don't get nearly as much attention as on my main channel, but that's all good because a lot of it is me just thinking out loud, like the name says. But yeah, you all take care, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.